The fight starts now. My name is Sergio, and I would like to welcome you to Gunpowder Philosophy. Now, I noticed a couple things. One thing in particular about my community, it is the fact that we like to fight. We like to fight so much that sometimes we forget where the fight starts, where the real fight starts. See, we think that, if two people get in the street and get scrapping, you think that's the beginning, that's the inception of when these two people was finna go one-on-one. You think that the fight begins, once you're in the ER and you're fighting for your life. Or maybe you think the fight begins when you're in prison. See, you use fighting as a branchway to manhood. While in some respects, I may understand that fighting could be a trial, it could be a way to get into manhood, but fighting is not the only way to get there. And if you think that, then chances are you're fighting in the wrong place to begin with. I see so many people, man, struggling, just struggling to hold on, struggling to survive, coughing up blood and mucus and all types of other shit. But the saddest part of my head is, all I can think about is, oh damn, the fight, it didn't start right there. But see, he fighting the hardest he can fight not to die. But see, you didn't fight as hard as you could fight not to get in a death situation. So you don't understand that fighting begets fighting. That's all we know. If all we want to do is go to war, if all we want to do is fight, at least start the fight in the correct spot. I mean, fight for your life. Fight for your values. Fight for your manhood. Fight for your womanhood. Fight. But by all means, don't wait till it becomes too late to become a fighter. I see so many of us, we get into situations, we get into trials, and that's when we start to flap our hands like we're about to drown. You can't run mid-race. You had to start off running. You get what I'm saying? So if it's the middle of the race and you just now starting to move your feet, you're behind. So a lot of times, why we even fight for our life so hard in the hospital when we riddled with bullet holes? When before that, we weren't even thinking about it. Our life didn't matter. And now we in this spot, looking up, hoping to strangers that we matter. We hoping that the doctor saves our life. We hope that the nurse. We hope that something so bad miraculously happened. When we weren't even miraculous about our own survival. We weren't even in the spirit of trying to save ourselves. So now you think that somebody else is supposed to come save your ass. You couldn't count on your own self. You couldn't even save your own self. But now you want the doctor to save you? You can't even save your own self. So now you just stuck. You just stuck. Yeah. But the fight don't start in the fire, man. When you hire a fireman. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words. When you hire a fireman, man, to go put out the fire, the preparation to put out that fire starts before he get to that fire. I mean, do you think the police, whether you like them or not, do you think they just roll up to the scene, untrained, and just shoot unarmed people? Do you think that? Oh, damn. We're in a bad world. But anyway, yeah, you're supposed to be trained before you get to a fight. You're supposed to be ready before you even get to the fight. But see, you ain't ready. You behind the 8 ball. You headed to the ER. You headed to prison. And now you expect Jesus Christ and Allah to come save you. How? When you didn't give a fuck about you. So before anybody that's not you, or even somebody outside of you, gives a fuck about you, you gotta give a fuck about you. And that transcends religion. Cause I know some niggas be like, well, I don't believe in God. Well, listen here, motherfucker. You still gotta believe in yourself. So hey, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in self, whether you believe in your damn shoe, you gotta believe in something, man. And you gotta keep pushing. You gotta believe in something. And see, when you don't believe in shit, that's when you late to the fight. That's when you think the fight starts. Okay, oh, you in the ER. Oh shit. Now you trying to get to the top. When you go into the bottom of the ocean, it's too late to learn how to swim. I'm just saying, how long we gonna go through this? Till Dr. King come back? Till Malcolm X come back? They motherfucking dead. And that's no disrespect to their legacy at all. But they ain't coming back. They gone. Deceased. But what they left here was a blueprint so you could be them. Everybody great in every profession, in every situation. They left the same blueprint that they did. They left it for you to be successful. You know, even something as simple, you know, something silly that we all like to indulge in. You know, hip-hop. Why is it that most people don't even include KRS-One in the conversation of the greatest hip-hoppers of all time? And let me tell you why. Because he was a part of the culture that was developing a philosophy, codes and rules to live by, universal principles. But he got silenced and he got ciphered. Now look what you got now on radio, man. Booty noise. Whatever the fuck y'all be listening to. And I'm young too. I'm going on 27. I'm young too. But even I know it's a difference between then and now. In every facet of life, we're starting behind or we're going backwards in a bad way. We leaving the good shit in the past. We're leaving that shit alone. But the bad shit in the past, everything is bad. We're going right back to it. But damn the values. Damn the values. We're not going to bring those back. Damn the principles. We're not damn the understanding. We only got room. We only got time for the ignorant shit. That's all, man. We only got time for ignorant bullshit. And that's what's wrong. Everybody's on the bullshit. And we acting like, as a community and as a country, we don't know that we all full of shit. You say you want the violence to stop. No, you don't. You still friends with the dumb motherfuckers. We still family members. And that ain't gonna change. But what are you doing to change the next generation? Okay, if you know your generation of Pookie, Ray Ray, and TT, y'all all fucked up, right? Why your kids gotta be that way? I mean, y'all know y'all fucked up. My generation knows. We know we are. We know we going to hell. But we just don't give a damn. That's the problem. Nobody's focused. Nobody's zoned in on this problem. And the people that are, they getting silenced. They getting questioned. They getting called crazy. They getting called misfits. See, nobody ever listens to the nerd. Nobody ever listens to the smart motherfucker. But let a dumb motherfucker open his mouth. That's what's wrong with this culture, man. When dumb people have more influence than smart people. That's the culture. In a nutshell. Your Honor, that's why it stinks. That's why it stinks. I mean, what extreme is it going to have to take for black people to stop killing each other? What extreme will it have to take for white people to quit going to Walmart and shooting that motherfucker up? What extreme would it have to take? What is it going to have to take to wake y'all ass up? You only got so long. But you know what? Everybody's waiting on Christ. And I'm a big fan of his. I really am. I really am. Anybody who has wisdom, anybody who has knowledge of a God is supremely wise in my book. And my view on religion is this. I don't know who right. So I'm respecting everybody, God. Anybody who got some wisdom to say. I'm just saying. Because I don't want to go to hell. So I mean, why let Allah be mad? Because I told Jesus. Why let Jesus be mad because I told Allah? Listen here. Can I just say God in general? Can I say that? Can we all agree to that? And if you don't believe in God, put that belief in yourself. So you still win. Either way you look at it. Either way. So that way we can stop getting hung up on who believes in what and how come. Nobody gives a damn. Because we can all be right and we can all be wrong on gunpowder philosophy. And in life. So let's stop pretending like we got the answer. Because the minute we got the answer, the universe changes the question. You don't understand where I'm coming from. You don't get it. If y'all all God's people, shouldn't you ignite? Shouldn't you unite? Shouldn't it be one big church, one big mosque, and you all call it the same thing? But nobody has it figured out. But I'm amongst a bunch of people who think that they got it figured out. That's the most dangerous shit ever. Everybody has a story. But which one is true, man? Which one is true? That's why you got to go back to the fight that's inside your fucking mind. Because if you don't start with the day one fight, you ain't ready by the time the World Rumble comes. By the time you do that World Rumble, your ass gonna be tired. You ain't did no motherfucking exercise. Now you got to come out as number one. There's 30 people in the World Rumble. Now you got to be the number one fighter. Because now you unprepared. Of course they gonna throw your ass out. And that's how life works. You show up to the fight late. You show up to the fight drunk. You show up to the fight not in your right mind. You get your ass whooped. Simple. You get knocked the fuck out. So life works the same way. So if I was God, I'd be like, hey, why should I save y'all? Why should I? When you can save yourself, but you don't even love yourself. So why should I love you? Because I'm the supreme being? Well, so I put it in you to be you. I put it in you to be number one. But you're choosing to be number two and number 85? And now I'm supposed to give a fuck when I told you that you was number one? That's the universal principle of God. That's why I think religion is stupid. I love God, but I think religion is stupid as fuck. Because with God, it's really only one universal principle. Just like with the devil. It's a universal principle. We ain't figured that principle out yet. I ain't got to figure it out. But I understand that it's a principle. And you stand on those principles. to the day you fucking die. It's simple. But see, everybody wanna divide. Because see, that's why that's why we conquer. That's why America is in a conquered phase. Because everybody is against each other. That's why Black America, I'm gonna bring this bitch home. We're not together because we ain't together. Everybody got a mama them and they side of the family and fuck them. You know, it's fuck everybody. I told you last episode, I don't give a fuck, bitch. So you really don't give a fuck. To somebody's fighting in the ER. To somebody's fighting in the prison. Now you give a fuck. It's too late. It's too late. Now it's too late. So let's get started yesterday. Now it's too late. But let's get started yesterday. That's how fast we gotta move. That's how desperate this situation is. Ain't no bullshit in here on gunpowder philosophy. No bullshit. This is the no bullshit zone. 1-800 no bullshit. No bullshit zone on gunpowder philosophy. Y'all motherfuckers like football. Y'all like footballs and shit. You know, I ain't into football like that. Matter of fact, I don't like football at all. So let me just call my end zone the no give a fuck zone. I don't give a fuck. And neither should you on gunpowder philosophy. Cause all we trying to do is look at views. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Examine the perspective. Examine the situation. And you figure out the problem. It's that simple. It's that easy. But you make it hard. We live in this bitch on Earth. We make Earth harder than it has to be. We make Earth sometimes rocks with no water. That's what we make Earth, man. A hard ass place. Can you imagine the Earth without water? I'm a Scorpio, water sign. Can you imagine the Earth without water? I couldn't. But that's how you like your life. That's how I like mine too, to a degree. A little hardness, please. Solid. You want a solid life, but you don't want a hard life. It's two different things, man. You want to be solid in your ideas and your principles and your beliefs. But you don't want your life to be difficult. You want to make it as easy as possible. So you know how not to fight in the ER? How not to fight in the prison? Fight in your mind. Fight in your mind, bro. You know when that shit ain't right. You know when that shit tugging at you, you shouldn't be doing it. Then damn it, don't. Common sense didn't die. They just don't sell it at the Brutus Supply. You gotta go inside your mind, bro. Common sense don't die, motherfucker. So it's up to you to use that noggin of yours. It's up to you. Who else gonna stop killing you if you don't? Who else don't stop killing you if you don't? Think about that. As black people, we have a lot of people that is against us. So why must we be against us too? I don't understand that shit at all. America, nobody likes our ass. Why are we not looking at the real problem? Nobody likes us. Because we don't respect each other's ideas and principles. And that's across the board on either side. The art of compromise is gone. It probably never existed. But from where I sit, I'm going to just say it's gone. We have no camaraderie as a black community. Just like we don't have no camaraderie as American citizens. We just don't. So don't be surprised when it's a divide. Y'all be killing me with them dumb ass Alabama play in Auburn. And I'm not saying shit about the schools. I just don't like football. But shit, it's a house divided. You bet your ass it is. You bet your ass. I bet I can go in the house right now. More ways than one. It's divided. You ain't telling no lie. And I think it's a ghost or some shit in my house. Because I keep every fucking 5 minutes the damn incense wanna just pop off the table. Like, what the fuck is up with that? Somebody in this bitch watching me? But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, man. The fight starts in your mind. The fight starts in your mind. Remember that, man. If you don't remember shit else, you don't remember shit else, man. In order to get exercise, man, you gotta warm up your muscles. You gotta warm it up. You gotta warm your shit up. That's what this is. Can't just dive into the fire head first. You can't just dive into the lake and you don't know how to swim. That's what's going on. This has been Gun Powder Philosophy, and this is your host, Sergio.